Previously on Triassic. We rejoin them at the southern delta, lean, watchful shadows slipping through tall grass and murky water like smoke on the wind. The Omniraptor pack moves north, where land folds and thickens, where the rivers run slow and dark. It doesn't take long before they find them, a herd clustered near the bank. Diabloceratops, hulking and horned, flanked by two wary Tenontosaurus. A challenge, but not impossible, not for a pack. But something is wrong. At the water's edge, the surface breaks, a low, silent swell. Dinosaur. It does not lunge, it does not strike, it simply lingers, massive and still, as though its hunger has found a preference. And the herd, as if knowing, edges closer to the shallows. The message is unspoken but clear. But the Omniraptors choose chaos. They erupt from the grass in a blur of coordinated frenzy, each slash deliberate, each movement woven with the next. Claws flash in arcs, teeth snap, tails twist with razor precision. Then, the Dinosuchus explodes into the air with the weight of a collapsing world. It crashes down on one of the raptors, jaws closing with a crack that echoes through the trees. As their kin thrashes, screams, then gurgles as the water turns dark and still. Just like that. Gone. The reeds sway gently, the silence screams louder than the pack ever could. The Omniraptors adapt. One by one they peel away, catching breath, letting wounds clot, watching as others take their place. A quiet, brutal rhythm forms. Strike, retreat, recover. It never stops. This rotation, this intelligent, primal understanding, keeps relentless pressure on the last of the herd. The Diabloceratops, cornered but unbroken. It takes high ground, ascending a jagged rock where its bulk becomes armor, and its horns, deadly sentinels. Every approach now risks impalement, every angle costs blood. Still, the raptors circle. By the river, two Dinosuchus linger like the dead, silent, watching, unmoving. Yet their presence weighs heavy. The Omniraptors glance nervously to the water's edge, instinct screaming. But they do not stop. Not now. Not here. If they are to win, it will take more than hunger. It will take unity, precision, and most importantly, teamwork. But even the finest rhythm can falter. One misstep, barely a heartbeat too fast, and it happens. A lunge too eager, a flank left open. The Diabloceratops lunges, and its horns drive deep. They tear through the raptor's side like wet bark. Blood pours fast, breathing impossible. Every motion is pain, but he does not flee. He does not whimper. He stays, lurking at the edge of the dance, cautious, deliberate, teeth clenched against the agony. The others feel it. Without command, they tighten their formation. They strike harder, faster, compensating for their wounded kin. And he, ever watchful, waits, waiting for the exact moment to make his pain mean something. And then it happens. The pack closes in tight, merciless, unstoppable. Claws rake down flanks, jaws clamp onto limbs, and with a guttural roar of shared effort, they drag the Diabloceratops to the ground, ripping victory from the body of a beast that had no right to fall. Our wounded raptor lunges last, cautious, precise. He claws at the Diablo's face, finishing what pain began. But it doesn't end in silence. The Dinosuchus explodes from the water, not in anger, not in malice, just in certainty. The pack begins to fragment. Some peel away into the undergrowth, vanishing without sound. Others drift further north in search of easier prey. What remains is two battered Omniraptors trailing the river's edge like ghosts caught between survival and exhaustion. Rain begins to fall, first in specks, then in sheets, cooling the blood on their scales, soothing torn muscle and bruised bone. The world softens under the downpour, but danger does not. They move on, silent beneath the canopy, eyes fixed ahead, still stalking the twisted veins of the delta, still hunting. As the rain settles and night falls further into a blue hue, the raptors continue to prowl. But in this moment, a young Maiasaura startles the raptor. A grave mistake. The Omniraptor reacts on instinct. He latches on, teeth finding flesh, but releases just moments later, conserving energy, choosing precision over desperation. The Maya, though young, is still heavy and its size formidable. But size is not experience, and these raptors, they've bled for every inch of survival. They circle, they slash, merciless, unrelenting. The air fills with cries and gore as the Maiasaura is dismantled with brutal efficiency. Then, as if the gods watched and sent down justice, or perhaps it was the devil smiling behind the rain, another Maiasaura appears, charging in a blind act of loyalty. But it is too late. What was meant to be a rescue becomes a sentence. The body lies still, and the second Maia, now frozen in place, finds itself alone with killers. The lone Maiasaura flees, heavy limbs crashing through the shallows as it stumbles across the river once more. Our raptor follows, body screaming with exhaustion, yet eyes locked, mind clear. Each breath is labored, each step deliberate. The Maia lashes out, tail swings wide, desperate, but the raptor dances between the strikes, claws slicing flesh in measured replies. Then from the trees, like a shadow bound by loyalty, Nixari, his packmate, leaps. She lands hard, snarling, taking the flank. The Maya makes it to the far bank, but it's too late. Wounds pour freely, its legs tremble. It dies there, not just fighting for itself, but for the one already lost. And in the eyes of the raptors, there is no pity, only purpose. Night folds into dawn, the sky burning gold as the sun lifts over the wet horizon. New paths reveal themselves beneath the morning light, but with them comes a choice neither raptor makes lightly. This is home, the place they hatched, hunted, bled. Yet the silence speaks louder than memory. The prey have moved on, driven by the very precision that kept these hunters alive. The land has grown empty under their reign. With one final glance at the rivers that raised them, the pair turn west, stepping into the unknown, toward the highlands, toward whatever waits beyond the trees. The highlands greet them with foreign scents and unfamiliar winds. Dry grass whispers beneath their feet. Green bushes tremble softly as they pass. Silent, controlled, every sense sharpened. This is not Delta, but they are no strangers to the world. They move with the quiet confidence only hard-earned experience can give. Then, movement, a shadow, massive, swift, a carnotaurus, towering, powerful, built for speed and brute force. A predator, one that they had not yet encountered. But the Omniraptors do not flinch. No panic, no hesitation. Instinct melts into cold aggression. Their bodies lower, muscles coiled, calm, deliberate. The balance of fear tilts, and the Carnotaurus feels it. Sensing the danger, it turns to flee. But these raptors have made their choice. There will be no sharing of this land. They give chase. And it runs, blood pouring from the wounds gifted by our raptors. They relentlessly pursue the Carno, driving it into exhaustion. And it is as if, by the gods' design, the Carnotaurus leads them back east, back home. The Carnotaurus makes an attempt to fight back, but the Omniraptors are fast, agile, ready to dodge and counter its bite. This frail attempt, unfortunately, only leads to the Carno sustaining further wounds. More blood pours from its weakening body. The raptors know. They continue to chase. Our raptor walks, catching its breath. Nixari takes lead. Though he cannot see the onslaught, the Carno's pain echoes through the forest. And then, the silence. It falls to an array of slashes. Its fear released as its body lays rested under the beautiful canopy. We return to them some time later, back in Delta, back where their story began. The rivers run as they always have. The grass sways in familiar rhythm. The duo parts briefly, splitting to cover more ground, instincts sharpened by the countless hunts before. Alone, our raptor moves through the reeds, and there, he sees them. A herd of Maiasaura, 4, maybe 5, massive, alert, their heavy bodies shifting like boulders beneath the sun. For most, this would be death waiting to happen, but not for him. This is his land. His blood stains this soil. He has spent a life mastering the art of hunting Maiasaura, studying every step, every weakness, every moment of hesitation. He almost relishes the sight, but even mastery knows its limits. One mistake here means crushing bone and torn flesh. His eyes lock onto one, a beige-colored Maiasaura, slightly smaller, younger, but no less dangerous beneath its bulk. This is the one, the opening. With silent precision, he moves, slipping through the chaos like a ghost woven into the wind. The herd shifts and panics, but his focus never wavers. Hooves stomp, heavy bodies bully the air, yet he dances between them, a symphony of controlled violence. Each dodge creates another thread in his assault, every sidestep an opportunity. He strikes fast, slashes to the legs, the sides, never lingering long enough to be crushed beneath the weight of his prey. The risk is immense, but this is where he thrives. In the storm, in the danger. The weight of reality presses in. His stamina bleeds with every movement, every dodge, every strike. He feels it, the creeping heaviness in his limbs, the burning in his chest. 4 giants still stand, still threaten. He cannot outlast them, not all of them. He knows this. This is not a battle of will, but of calculation. Energy must be saved for the escape, for survival. The tiredness claws at him, whispering caution beneath the roar of instinct. One wrong step, one moment too slow, and these towering beasts will end him. He slows, breathing sharp, eyes darting. The storm of his assault softens. The kill may slip away, but survival remains his greater prey. Some time later, he finds them once more, the herd still grazing, still heavy with strength. And again instinct pulls him forward, pushing him to try to claim what the land offers. The day has grown long, and so has his fatigue. Each breath drags, each movement costs more than it gives. In his heart, the hunger now dulls beneath a stronger pull, Nyxari. She waits for him to the south, his companion, his kin. The 2 Maiasaura before him are too much, he knows it, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. This hunt belongs to another day. Survival calls him home. So why then did he fight? It will be his mistake. It is done. His injuries are great. The Maiasaura pursues him. But he escapes, south towards Nyxari. And then he finds her. Nyxari. Beneath the soft glow of the moon, she plays in quiet circles with a young Stegosaurus. He watches, breathing steady now. He finds solace in the symbolic nature that the day will end as it started.